The Heart and Stroke Foundation is hoping a new CPR training app might save more lives. It brings basic CPR training to your smartphone. Omar Debegi-Pacheco is tracking this story for us, and it seems like you can almost do everything with an app these days. So why are they doing this particular app, and how does it work?
It does feel that way, doesn't it? This app is basically designed because they say statistically, if you're going to have a heart attack outside of a hospital, you're most likely to have that heart attack at home, and it is very unlikely that anyone around you knows CPR. So they've developed this app. It's called Call, Push, Restart, and it's actually pretty fun. We've been having some fun with it here. They're trying to make it fun to learn how to have at least a rudimentary level of CPR under your belt. So basically call, they remind you to call 911, all the instructions on what to do when you call. To push, they give you instructions on how deep to push, for how long to push on the chest area as you're doing those compressions. And to restart is basically talking about to continue to do that until the defibrillator arrives, and also some instructions on how to use the defibrillator. It's also kind of fun because, as I said, we were using it in the newsroom, and it'll give you alerts every so often. It'll test your knowledge, give you a scenario where a man might have passed out on the beach somewhere, and what do you do? So kind of fun in that sense, but really it's got a serious message behind it, which is that they really want to teach at least, people at least a rudimentary level of CPR, because they say not enough people know that. So we took our cameras out and got a sense from people of whether they had taken a CPR course or not, and why. Have a listen to what they had to say.
Well, I haven't been taught properly.
74 years of age, like at this point. I mean, yeah, maybe I could have used it, or actually it's been used on me. So.
No one in school taught us how to.
Of course, it is one of those kind of things that you don't know that you're going to need until you need it. But so no real excuse, no.
So as you can see there, people really kind of, understand that they should maybe take it, that it would be useful, but a lot of reasons why they haven't.
Now, you guys say in the newsroom you've been having fun with this, but I can only imagine if you're actually in a real situation where someone needs help, that some of these people may be afraid of injuring someone if they actually aren't doing the CPR properly. For sure, and this app, like they say, is a rudimentary, sort of teaching app, but it doesn't replace sort of a course that you would take over a weekend or longer. And what the Heart and Stroke Foundation is saying, though, is that a little bit is way better than nothing at all. Have a listen to what they had to say about this.
The heart stops beating and somebody's not breathing. That's the clinical definition of death. And you cannot make someone worse than dead. So if you bruise them or break some bones, those will heal when they come back to life. And that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to save their life. So it's life over limb in this case.
And so what they're really saying is that something is better than nothing, and sometimes something can be the difference between life and death.
Yeah, interesting. There's, you can't make anyone worse than dead. So that's a pretty salient point. Thanks a lot, Omar.
Okay.